I started school, I disliked it. And I got in trouble ever since I can remember. Even in first grade, I got detention. And as I got older, I got progressively in more trouble. I was labeled as a problem child. The way school was set up, it felt like the kids were against the teachers. And I was always arguing with the teachers, pushing them to the limit to see what they would do. I felt like I was being forced to conform to a system that I didn't like. And the work felt irrelevant and repetitive. It felt like a waste of my time, and I was bored. This boredom led to frustration. I took it out on my teachers because it seemed like they were the ones making me do this work. It was very stressful for my parents, constantly seeing me get in trouble at school. My mother felt like she had to punish me or somehow stop me, but anything she did just made me more angry. Once I got used to seeing the adults as enemy, my mother began to feel like an enemy as well. When I was about 14, this was the most rebellious period of my life. I got into drugs, and this had a strong negative effect on my life. I began to see life through a different, pessimistic sort of lens, and I got in trouble with the law, got kicked out of 2 different schools. I didn't even give it any notice. It was just like everyone saw me as a problem child, so I might as well keep acting that way. After I'd been kicked out of 2 public schools, my mom tried to get me in somewhere, but no public school would take me. We didn't have the funds for private school, and I was only a freshman in high school, and it seemed like I was already going to be a dropout. Then I heard about North Star, and it seemed like a much better option. I joined in the middle of last year. At first, North Star seemed like a different world. It took me a little while to get used to it, but after a couple weeks, I got settled in. I discovered if you're not forced to do something, you realize you're doing it because you want to. You're doing it for yourself. I became an active member of classes like social issues and world religion. Now my back-talking was welcomed. I also have weekly individual meetings to work on all kinds of writing. This semester, I'm also taking 2 classes at Greenfield Community College, macroeconomics and criminal law. I love that I'm getting a head start on life, taking college classes while all my friends in high school still have 2 more years to go. Not very many people know that you don't need a high school diploma to go to college, and I didn't even know until I came to North Star. My relationships with adults have changed dramatically since I left school as well. They're not the enemy anymore. At North Star, adults feel more like mentors than the police officers. When I work one-on-one, the meeting is much more personal to me and what I need. I know the adults at North Star believe in me. They don't see me as a problem child. But when there is an issue or conflict at North Star, the focus isn't on the punishment. It's more on resolving the issue and the problem. My relationship with my parents has improved as well. Now that I am so much less stressed and angry, we get along much better. I'm standing up here because I want as many people to know as possible that North Star is a real option and it can be helpful for anyone. Also because I feel a real debt to the people at North Star for making it possible for me. Thank you.